don't do mornings, so you're screwed.
So who do we have here but none other than Riley? We're here at the Amusement Expo in Las Vegas, and we have a special guest, but we wanted to just show you the best booth at the show. It's the most elaborate. It took the most design. It took a year and a half to design this booth. Actually, it took multiple decades, for all the pictures to build all those things. But we're here at the Amusement Expo, and we have none other than Las Vegas resident Rich Strelak.
Welcome.
He owns 200 houses here in Las Vegas, and he is here to walk through the show with me, and we're going to see what we see. But we just wanted to point out the best booth at the show, though.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. Look at that. Do that again, Rich. Ta-da. Okay. And we have the best booth at the show, so they had to give us the worst location. So to make it fair for our competitors. See, there's the corner, okay, and there's the exit door, okay, like in case there's a fire. That's just in case there's a fire, okay. The show is gigantic, and we are literally in the single worst location of the show. When you say, Rich? We're a draw, that's right. People are coming from blocks away to see this incredible booth and to talk to Riley, but to get a mint as well. And so we are now going to walk the show. It's sad to leave this booth because it's really just nice to look at.
You better do it now while you got a wall.
Yeah, I know. We better do it now while we got a wall. So what we're going to do is, I guess we're going to, I don't know where to go, Rich. Let's just start right away. And let's just talk about it. Let's say Blacklight Haunted House Graphics. Now, right off the bat, Rich, there's a company selling haunted house stuff, like right close to us, which is nice. Hello. And then you have this like concrete bunker in case some of the Nazi Germans need to hide from bombs being dropped. But this show is an amusement show, really mostly dedicated to people who are in the business of buying video games and putting them on locations. And it's kind of morphed into like a small IAPA show. Look at all these snipers. Sniper Strike. Now, you know what's cool about this game here, Rich? That it's hooked up to CO2 and it's got recoil. See that? Look, right there. See how it's got the cables? And it gives you like a little kick or whatever.
You gotta add a little reel.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, Rich, the show goes this way. So we're gonna start in the best aisle of the entire show, Rich.
Okay.
And it's the one we're located in.
Well, you start with the best and work our way down.
That's exactly what you do. So we have quite a few aisles to get down. I don't know what these people are selling, but here's the kinds of things you can find here. A lot of VR. Hello. A lot of laser tag. And I want to say once again,
More laser tag this year than I've seen before.
yeah, definitely more laser tags. And here's a company selling locks for escape rooms, mind you.
That's a good idea. How many times do we end up changing the locks?
Yeah, exactly. But you're going to see a lot of companies here. You're going to see companies that have POS systems for, like running your arcades where you don't have to use dollar bills and so on and so forth. There's going to be a lot of VR companies here. And here's probably the biggest benefit. And I keep saying this about Transworld. Every show that I've been coming to, they've got a stage and they're doing events. And we need that at Transworld. Wouldn't you not agree?
I think so.
More demos on the show floor. But here's the benefit of coming to this show, opposed to going to like IAPA, or in addition to, there is nowhere near the level of attendance. So,
This is the last day of the show.
and by the way, the show is only 2 days long, and we are filming on the last day, but it's never really busy. So you can literally get on the games, and you can Party Direct, once profitable birthdays. And what, you know what I'm seeing a lot here, Rich, is a lot of like slot machines, video slot machines.
Whole section over here.
And I never seen those here before, and now they're like all over the place. And I already went down those 2 aisles. We did another video about the billiard show, and we kind of went down that aisle over there. So make sure you check out our video on billiards. But you'll see right there, there's a VR company, and then there's another VR company, slot machine companies. They're like everywhere. Now this is kind of interesting here because can you give us a demonstration? Wow, she's gonna throw a bunch of trash on the ground. And this is something this vendor should be at Transworld, personally. It's Bissell. Look at that. That is what you need to clean up your street. How much are those?
This unit is our 38-inch model that is battery powered, meaning the brushes will spin in place. It also has the ability to work without the battery because it's gear driven. So as I'm pushing, the gears are pushing the brushes.
How much are they?
Let me finish my spiel. 4-year warranty on all the brushes, 2 years on the machine. It stores upright, and it has 8 levels of height adjustment so that you can bring it down for cement, you can bring it up for asphalt, you can bring it parking lot, cigarette butts, leaves, trash, wet or dry. 13-gallon hopper, and it will run for 2 hours on a charge. Normally this retails for $22.99 plus shipping and tax. I'm doing a show special of $19.99 delivered.
So basically like $2,000?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is the 38-inch model. We also have a 31-inch.
And how much is this thing? I noticed it's like for bathrooms, and it will dry the floor.
It gives you a radius that is drying the floor as it's warning people that their floor may be wet. This retails for $4.49.
All right, well, thanks a lot.
Thank you. And if you own a haunted house, you know that you're the one that's out there doing the trash at the end of the night. So I think that's a good investment.
I think it's a good investment too. And if you've ever seen these before at like a local retailer or something, there it is right there. So the powder, Pucker Powder Company, and you get that and you buy direct from them, and the kids make the candy and whatnot. And you know, Rich, now I'm really confused. Now it seems like the show's going this way.
Yeah. Let's go back and forth.
Yeah, let's go back and forth.
What about these guys in the corner? Did you see them?
No, who are they?
Well, they got like axe throws and things, but they're throwing it at a screen, but it's like so it's physically throwing stuff, but it's kind of combining that with
You know what, right here? Let me see you shoot one.
Yeah, go for it. You gotta put a ball in.
Rich is gonna put a ball in. Oh, it went through the screen. Interesting. And then you could do axe throwing, bowling, tic-tac-toe, and there you go. And look, you take the axes, because here's an axe, and I'm gonna throw it. See, it went through the screen. And I think, you wanna go down this lane, this way? Okay. So, the biggest takeaway, and by the way, Rich, you're fortunate enough that there's so many awesome conventions in Las Vegas, it's like stupid.
Every week.
And it's multiples every day.
Oh, absolutely.
And currently, as we're sitting here, there's a pizza show and a bar and restaurant nightclub show, and they're all... These are licensed to print money. I'm just telling you right now, people love these things. How much are these?
I'll give you the prices, okay?
How much is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, all the prices are, all the models here.
Like $5,000?
About, yeah.
Does it come with a money changer built in?
Come with the bill acceptor. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Those two are for sale for the show.
Oh.
So, if you're interested.
Rich, you gonna grab it?
I love my checkbook.
So we got prominent games. And here's Hologate. And they have a lot of cool games that basically you play together. One of their games is Ghostbusters, as you can see right there. These units roughly run about $100,000. Hey Rich, will you do me a favor? If I give you these, can you just put them in my bag? Otherwise it'll mess up my video. And they have horror games, and see 4 players play together, and as you can see, they're shooting at things, but they're actually playing together, and that's the difference between, say, this system and just like playing Oculus Rift at home, is that a team of 4 people can play together. Yeah, and that whole system is about $100,000. Did it go in?
No, I was just thinking bag one.
Oh, here, hold on. I'll just keep this open. There you go. Oh, sorry about this, folks. Here, let me grab this. There we go. Sorry for the interruption. And we have yet another, you know, and the show is in Las Vegas, Rich, so it makes sense for a lot of these companies to come here with these.
Now they do have a separate show that is just nothing but casino gaming that is about the same size.
And look at this. Shoot zombies in VR. How much is one of these systems to shoot zombies?
Well, the full-scale attraction is $159,000, and then a $15,000 install and training.
And how many players can play at once?
4 can play at the same time. The throughput is 20 to 24 players per hour. But it's not just running around in VR, which is one of the only ways in the world to have that experience. Built into the attraction are real tournaments where we pay $100,000 a year in real prize money.
Awesome.
So every month, the top team of the month wins $2,000, and it drives a lot of repeat play. There's 3 teams in the country that have played over 200 times. 2 of the teams have won $12,000 or more. One of the teams have won over $16,000 playing our tournament.
Well, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
They're just walking in place, so you don't have to.
Here are places that have bought it. Plug and play wireless solutions, which is important. So somehow they're able to get wireless internet to you. I'm gonna grab this brochure because I have problems with the internet at remote haunted house, you know, like where you can't get internet. Hero Zone. You're gonna see a lot of video games, and you know, it's crazy, we're seeing lots of slot machines now. So many slot machines, it's not even funny. And here we go down another aisle. And look how they do video game, the basketball now. They always put video screens in. They're like more visual games. And by the way, we're gonna try to get through this show quicker. So the video's not an hour long. That would be for Redemption. And here's another company called Sure Shot, and all they sell is Redemption prizes. So you would call them, you would get prizes for your Redemption. And look at all the people playing Hologate over there. And this Klopp company, they sell money counters. That's what they have. This is a company that sells facial recognition equipment. I don't know exactly what they sell. But this is why you would want, look at that, she just dumped trash. I wonder if she gets a fine for that. And there you go, like a mini golf dispensary. And then here's part of the billiard show. Like, go to the channel and look for the billiards video. And we're literally plowing through this show because we have a lot of aisles to go. And we're just stopping and talking about some of the coolest things. Obviously, there's a lot of laser tag companies. And you
could have split them up too. They're not like in one area.
information.
These games make a lot of money in family fun centers. Western Equipment Finance, that is a company that finances amusement equipment. And more slot machines. Or can you throw that in? And do you see these games over here, Rich? These are what they call self-redemption, where you put the prize physically in the machine. And people just spend gobs and gobs of money to get these prizes out. So you can put an iPhone in there. As you can see, they have an iWatch. You have earphones. And they make a gob of money if you have a great location to put them in. But Rich, one of the things I was saying why I like this show, and these are more redemption prize companies. They sell stuff for you to put in your redemption areas. The same with this one over here. This is like, and you can see the names. You could freeze it on your YouTube page, United LR, so you can go and you can search for this stuff. Same thing here, redemption prizes. And here's where you buy all that bulk candy. Look at that. You want to sell candy? You can buy it right here in bulk. We'll grab one of these brochures. Well, thank you, Rich. And then you see over here, Rich, you know what these are? Look at this. Look at this, Rich. Terror stickers. Look at that, Terror tattoos. Do you sell just the tattoos?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can I have a brochure?
Yes.
And so, like, but mostly it's for prizes for these kind of machines. So when you're wondering where you're going to get this stuff, you can come to a show like this. Now, of course, you can come to IAAPA, but it's like 100 times bigger. This show's much smaller and much easier to navigate. Well, thank you. Oh, thanks, Rich. And so, I'm not saying in any way, shape, form, or fashion that this show is better. And look at this, a National Bulk Vendor Association, NBVA.
There'll be a fine.
So you know what that is? That's the association for everybody who sells anything bulk. Rich?
They had an association here just for darts.
Yeah, that's right. They have the association for darts. Now, Rich, you walked this show. Did you see anything that you would use at your haunt, or something that, like, if you were opening another kind of facility, like if you had an escape room, that you would find something of interest?
Well, it depends if you're going to put a little arcade in there, and then yeah, obviously you can come in here and buy something. So, you look at some of the VR stuff. Is that going to be the future? If so, there's several different vendors that you can look into that aspect. Do you have a space to put it in, or like that one guy that has it all just standing there?
He's got horror stickers.
You look. I mean, there's even small stuff where you want to get into, you know, own your own ATM machine. Get into how you can buy them through there.
And let's dash through the middle of here. Again, this is a company, you can see right here, that sells all the stuff for redemption. Redemption prizes. You see they got licenses. There's Rick and Morty, SpongeBob. And this is the kind of thing you can find here. And again, when you go to IAAPA, it's so massive. So this show is like more honed down to just like the operator side. More stuffed animals, what they're called plushes.
See, you thought I was kidding you. The North American Dart Organization.
Yeah, look at that, Rich. He brought that up. The North American Dart Organization has a booth here. And man, this thing is littered with slot machines. Believe it or not, people want to buy these and put them in their home. And because the show is here in Vegas, I guarantee you a lot of casino, the people like who work in management at the casinos, of course they're coming to the show.
Yeah.
Because they have arcades, they have different things, they have family fun centers and whatever inside the casinos, right, Rich?
Yep, and they want to own them.
And they want to own them, that's right. and they're here, and they're looking at all this stuff. So why not put a bunch of slot machines in here?
Well done. That was excellent teamwork.
Look at that thing over there. 5 claws in one. And then these are the kind of prizes. Prize-o-matic. You know, on these automatic redemption, they like to call that self-redemption because the machine gives you the prize. And of course you got the Wheel of Fortune play there. They're called the Carnival Wheel. More laser tag. More VR type of games.
How about cotton candy?
Yes, the cotton candy machine. It makes cotton candy right in front of your face as like a machine.
This is from Dean, actually.
Are you putting some in?
He's sitting the machine is cleaning it like nuts.
Oh, okay. They're cleaning the machine. Maybe we can come back and see that. More, that's Delta Strike. And then this is a company that sells movies for your VR. So if you have a VR system of some sort, or like, you know, like a 3D movie theater with like targeting or something, they have movies to sell for it. Intercard is one of the companies that sells the equipment. Like when you go to a family fun center and you have a card and you put money on it and then you scan it into the machines, that's what Intercard does. Baytech is a big company that makes games like this big wheel right here that you've probably seen 100 times in a family fun center near you. Rich is checking out that Avengers right there. Rich, what's the coolest thing you've seen here at this show?
I like some of the VR stuff.
Hey, look at this. Twister. I've never seen that before. A Twister
Found
game.
a way to automate and monetize the whole game of twisting.
Yeah, we're going to make the turn right here. And look at this, Rich.
Now it's zombie.
Zombie Jam Basketball.
They didn't have any hoops anymore.
It's like Plants vs. Monsters. It's pretty cool. What the heck is this?
Wow.
A big giant video game that a bunch of people can play. Hungry Hippos.
Nice to see you, Blue Hippo.
I don't know how it works, but that's just a big giant Hungry Hippo game.
So they've taken all these family fun games and found a way to make them large and monetize them.
And look how awesome this looks, Rich. Those are awesome marquees, aren't they? And believe it or not, people are buying those for their homes now. But here is an axe throwing kind of arcade. Everything you can think of redemption-wise is here. And then again, the Intercard. And there's about 3 or 4 companies that do the same thing. I'm sure you've seen these before, right, Rich? And now you know where they came from. But that's one of the companies. Here is a Touch Tunes. They're the ones who sell the jukeboxes where you put money in and you can pick the song you want to play in the bar. Look at that, a VR motion ride game. And this is what you call more self-redemption, where the prize is physically in the game. And it looks like you win with marbles.
It turns fishing into a game.
Yeah, Wicked Tuna.
How do you do that without just drinking beer?
I don't know. And this is a game where you have to, I think, cut the rope, as you can see right here. There's like a cutter and you could win the big giant prize. And this is a point of sale company where they have software so that you can things. Look at that tank over there. And then Omega carpet. You can get custom printed carpet. Now, I saw the company that sells these trees, Rich. They were in the bar and nightclub show, and that tree is about, $2,000. And here you go, Meridian Equipment Finance. There you go. Another company that will finance amusement equipment. Embed, Rich, is another company like the one from over there, where they sell, where you put the, the things on the machines and you swipe cards. And look at this. But that's what Embed is. That's like another company that do that. And this is what I'd like to see more at Transworld, Rich. Look at this.
A lot of people think, check it out, yeah.
Come over here and talk to them. You get free beer. Howdy.
Howdy, fellas.
What do you sell here?
So, touch-tunes compatible remotes, AMI compatible remotes, pin jack, save your back, get the pin jack.
Yeah, I need one of those. Do you have any here?
I have a few dozen left, yes.
Hey, by the way, you want to sell your Kiss Topper?
Yeah, that's going for $3,700, and the game is $50,000 because the guy doesn't want to sell it. I'm joking, he won't sell any of it. But the pin jack is what you really got interested in. So
I'll be back to get one.
you never have to use your body to lift the pinball game to do the pitch or level. Put your pin jack in, raise up the game, you've got your leveler on the game, you make your adjustment, right?
Smart.
You do the slow release, where you hold the handle, push down on the brake, slowly release your grip on the bottom, and it slowly comes down, the pin jack's out, you're in and out of a location in seconds.
Hey, can you do it one more time?
Of course I
I'm
can.
going to send it to some friends of mine.
Save the... Let's do it again. Save your back, get the pin jack.
Yes.
Here's how it works. Put your pin jack under the leg, raise up your game, a few squeezes, put your leveler up here.
How much?
It's $124.95 or two for $240. You save $10. The reason you want two is because you can use the pitch and the level at the same time on the back legs. You use two pin jacks, raise up the game, you'll be able to do the pitch, level, make your adjustment, come down, and you're in and out of a location in seconds, or if you're setting up for a tournament or a trade show or anything else, you're just like, click.
Did you go to Texas Pinball Festival?
Yes, we did.
Did you sell a lot of units?
Sold out last year, so I only have a few left because I had a...
All right, well, save two for me. I'll come back and get them.
Okay.
I'll be done when I'm done with my video.
If you decide not to...
That is really cool if you like pinball. And the companies that make... Now, Rich, I don't know if you do ATMs, Rich, outside of your place, but a lot of haunts make a $4 charge, and they make a lot of money with the ATM. If you don't want to take credit cards, you just have an ATM machine, and you make them pay $4 to get cash. And you say, we only take cash. And look at this, Rich. A lot of people are doing like mini games now where you're shooting water. Look at it. Yeah, and here's another one. Let's watch Rich shoot the Rich, kill them dinosaurs. Here we go, Rich in action. And that's one of the cool things too, like when you come to this show, you can just kind of sit here and play the games and have fun. You can bring the kids, the whole shebang.
Squirting real water.
Yeah, it's squirting real water at a TV screen that clearly has Lexan in front of it. Rich is just having so much fun. pinball over here, along with their new game, Foo Fighters, Stern Pinball. And they have this thing called Insider Connect now, and then you can literally scan with an app, and it'll keep track of your scores and so on and so forth. Looks like we got a couple more aisles to go here, Rich. More Stern Pinball here. Foo Fighters, Godzilla, Jurassic Park. And somebody here has built a bank. So you just go into the bank and get money.
Las Vegas.
And then here is American Changer. They sell change machines, cash or credit cards. So this one's better because it'll take credit cards. I want to get a brochure for the one that takes credit cards. You have a brochure for the one that takes credit cards? How much is the one that takes credit cards? Does it just have to have internet, or is it built in?
No, it's not built in. You're looking, you mean you want to be able to do, remote access to it over the internet? Yeah,
For the credit cards?
In, but it is capable. Yeah,
But you have to have internet to run the credit cards, right?
Yes.
How much is that machine? $10,830. Well, thank you. So you can put in cash. It takes cash too, right?
Yes. Yeah. Point. Validated.
And it'll do credit card.
That's correct.
From American Changer. And then here's another company called BMI Merchandising. They sell the gifts for your redemption. Company that sells tokens. Oh, thank you. I fell out of my pocket. Here's a company that makes exterior signs. I'm sure like a lot of people would have liked to talk to them. Yeah, give him a call. He's saying, call me. CompleteSigns.net. That Skittles machine is freaking cool. You'll make your money back so fast on that, your head will spin. And again, in bed, now that we're seeing it on the other side, it's a point of sale and a system, you know, to put on your arcades. Laser Blast is hello. Another laser tech company. And look at this, we got some horror here, Rich. Zombie Land video game, which is like a VR video game. And there's Woody Harrelson and the whole shebang right there. And we got a company right here selling just parts to fix coin-op games. Angry Birds. Rich, are you a Angry Birds fan? Now this company here has like the best VR video games for locations. They're called Virtual Rabbit. And they obviously have a Rick and Morty license. And this is a company called Raw Thrills. And by the way, visit our website at blacklightattractions.com because we can get you Raw Thrills games. And they have a lot of cool stuff. And this game was like a big hot seller right here at IAPA, where you play dodgeball and you throw balls at people. And then here's some more from Raw Thrills. Look at that, that's a new game. Moto Go, where it's VR and you're riding the motorcycles. Holy cow, Rich, we gotta come back and check that out.
Oh yeah. That's what they throw on.
Halo. Another lock company. How many? And I'm being. How many?
Look like a janitor. I've got so many old keys. If you had a used it all, so then that's free money back to you.
Randy! And there are some pretty cool Pac-Man games. And you know what's cool about these dartboards right here, called bull shooters, is that you can play your friends. So you could have one and I can have one, and we both know we're not cheating. We hook our game to the internet, and it's called a Rack Mid 360. How much are these?
Retail around $4,000.
And then they're Wi-Fi, so you can play your friends and see them, right?
And Wi-Fi, yes, but obviously preferably Cat 5 connection.
Yeah. And then you can play your friends in another state.
Yep. As long as they have obviously online and the same game.
Yes. And check that out. And it's here at the Amusement Expo. But the coolest game here, Rich, by far. By the way, that's Incredible Technologies. They're the company that sells Golden Key, PGA, and all that. But check this out, Rich. Rich, jump in there and race them. There's a spot open for you.
I think you need to. I'll hold it. You go ahead.
All right.
Let's see Larry do something there. He's Mr. Race Car.
Look at that.
Go for it.
Might let me say something.
Now he's got to wait. You never.
Rich, it's got a button over here to stop motion. And you need an air compressor to run this game.
Oh, now he's racing against these guys, I guess.
It's 25,000 per unit.
2, 1. Go, Larry, go! No, he's actually competing against these two guys here. So Larry wants to be a pilot now. Oh, he's taking a shortcut. I've been with Larry. He actually does drive like this. Oh, now he's moved up. He's in third. Oh, up to second. Oh, he's first for a little while there. Once he gets the hang of it. Oh, now he's passing guys. You learn a valuable lesson here. Don't hire Larry as your Uber driver. Well, he's moving up, he's moving down. Ta-da!
Third place, Rich. I've never played. I'm actually good at these. I've never played. I didn't even know where I was going. With any of these games, you got to get to know the
And this is a Fast and Furious, Brandon.
like where you're going.
But I left your picture up there on the. You can add your name and all.
$25,000 per. And then you have King Kong, which is a VR game.
This was interesting.
These cost $40,000.
Fingerprint stuff. Back to bowling. So, what did you see in the show that you would put into your Darkness arcade?
Well, you know, we have limited space. By the way, this company right here, they have auctions. They auction off amusement equipment.
All right, the last row. So, Larry, give us your impersonations of the show,
Impersonations?
or your impressions.
I thought you said impersonations.
Yeah, I know you were impersonating a driver back there, but he was Fast and the Furious.
Well, if you're trying to expand your haunted house and you're trying to like break out into other things, like if you open an axe throwing, you should have an axe throwing with video games. And then it just so happened that next door was the pizza show, so you could have gone over there and tried to get into the pizza business with an arcade, with axe throwing, or with escape rooms. I found too that when you have an escape room facility and you add on like mini golf or an arcade or pinballs and stuff, it helps bring more people to you. So we do that at our escape rooms, and it just like has helped gangbusters to have other things to do, especially while they're waiting to play their game. So this is a perfect show to come and kind of like experience everything, because you can sit down at anything. Here's the problem: when you go to IAAPA, to ride like that Fast and Furious ride that we had, there would be a long line. Here it's much, much shorter of a wait. I want to see one other thing. We'll walk and talk a little bit, but there's and I already put this on the other video for the pool show. But there's a really cool pinball game up here called Pulp Fiction, and we can see that in the end of this video. But to have something like that in your lobby, at my escape room, people come just for the pinballs. And now I'm getting a liquor license, and it just so happened that the other show that was here
Was the bar show.
So you could have come to Las Vegas and really got a lot of information. And you know, we had Chris Stafford was here, and he was walking all 3 shows. He did all 3. He said he put on like 100 pounds at the pizza show. I mean, I was there for 35 minutes. I put on 75 pounds. He was there longer than me, so he got to eat more food. But like everything you could ever want would be here. On the video game side, everything that you would see at IAAPA would also be here. And that's the cool thing when you come here. It's easier to get access to stuff, because this show is mostly for what they call the coin op industry, like the operators, the people that operate routes. That's what the show is always for. And so a lot less attendance, lots of cool stuff. When you come here, you're not going to see those over-the-top booths.
Here's a quick overview. Just kind of
Look
see
at it.
Size-wise, how would you compare this to like the Transworld show?
Well, I mean, like that
physical
section
space
right there, that'd be about 40% of Transworld.
Yeah, maybe.
And then when you add on this,
Which is a whole separate section.
you're
This
getting
is
about
billiards.
60% of Transworld. But then, because it's Vegas, here's the crazy thing about Las Vegas. Every time I come to Las Vegas, and let's say I'm going to a show like this, I check around to see what other shows are happening, because you might find 4 other shows you can go to. The last time I was here, I found out Barrett-Jackson Auction was in Vegas, so of course I went over to see that. But this convention center is like the biggest in the entire world.
Oh yeah.
It's so big that there is a Tesla tunnel that takes you from one side to the other. That's how big it is. I mean, you're talking about a multi-billion-dollar facility. And
Yeah.
we're in the old section.
Yeah, I actually rode that the last convention I went to a couple weeks ago. You get in an actual Tesla car, you have a driver, and they drive you underground through these tunnels and drops you off at the other side of the convention center. That's how big the convention center
Because
is.
to walk from here to the west side, which is the new section, just walking, it would take 15 minutes.
Yeah, easy.
15, 18 minutes. It's probably a good mile. And
Get on this side.
that's just how big this show is. And but here's the thing: when you're trying to compare this to Transworld, like should I come? It's like this show. It's probably with this part is like maybe 55-60% size of Transworld. But then when you combine the pizza show and you combine the fact that you can go to the bar and nightclub show, literally you're talking about like you're worn out. It would be like as big as IAAPA or bigger. By the way, we didn't see these. These are really cool. Check that out. Let's walk down and see it, and then we'll walk back up and see Pulp. Even though we already covered this, but the artwork is so cool on this pinball over here. Look at this. Galactic tank board. where you're battling aliens. Look at the little cow that's hanging off of there, right? Look at it, the ice cream spaceship. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And then look, you could just get on here, press a button, and start playing games, just like that.
Yeah, that's the hard part, getting Larry past the arcade games.
Well, who wouldn't want to stop? Here's the fun thing about this show. You probably don't bring your kids to the Transworld show, but like here, you could just bring your kids. You could let your spouse and their kids just run around on their own and play video games. But we got to check this out over here. Pulp Fiction Pinball.
Oh, there it is. The Chicago Gaming Company.
And here's the thing, at the pinball show that happened last weekend, they had a 2-hour wait to play this game. But here at this show, look, we're just walking up and playing it. Are you playing that? Are you playing it? So, Rich, this is what's cool about this show.
Let's get down to brass tacks, gentlemen.
Right now we're playing Pulp Fiction. And look, Rich, look at the cheeseburger. And then you know what's the coolest part of the whole thing? Is it has the case over there, right? And when it opens, it turns. See, as you can see, the case is facing us, right? But once we get the case to turn, Rich.
Oh, almost there.
It'll turn to John Travolta and open. Man, I want to get that case open just so you can see it.
So we might be here for a while.
No. Did you hear what he said?
Oh, so close. Because you want to do it now.
God dang it, am I going to get that case open or what?
He's still doing pretty good on one ball here.
I don't know what the rules are in this. Oh, we're at the pawn shop.
Oh, bonus.
Hey, look, man, I didn't mean to shoot the son of a gun went off. I don't know why.
They have it on PG mode. Man, if we could just get the dang.
Hold it right there.
I see a light came on the case. And this is built like an old 1980s pinball machine, but. Oh, now watch it, dude. This thing flings the ball at you.
Cornerstone of any nutritious breakfast.
See, I don't know like what will turn on the suitcase. And I'm trying to get it in there. I'm thinking like that will do it, but I don't know.
We may be here for a while, folks.
I think we'll have to hang it up. People are probably already bored to death. But the suitcase turns around, it opens, and starts flashing him with like gold lights. Because nobody knows technically what's in the suitcase.
Unless you go on the internet and they show you.
Well,
it's
the
a light
theory
bulb.
is that it's Marcellus's soul. And that's why he wanted it. But anyway.
So Larry got to play Pulp Fiction. He's happy.
Yes.
So we'll just leave Larry here for an hour. And Riley will have to take care of the booth by himself. He's bound and determined to open that case.
So anyway, that would be our video. You want to see Rich? I got to interview you now. Rich, did you have fun walking through the Amusement Expo?
Oh, it was more fun than a hangnail.
And there's another VR company over there. So we want to thank you for watching this video, and hopefully you found a lot of companies that you might be interested in, and you could just freeze the video and get their names and search for them on the internet. And
You just have to realize almost any show, you can find something for you. I mean, the cost to come to something like this might be prohibitive, But if you have the opportunity to go to a show like Larry did by doing this and seeing the other shows, then yeah, you can pick out. There's 2 or 3 vendors you might not see anyplace else. So that's the advantage of. So when you see a show coming into your area, find out if you can go to it. You know, you never know who you're going to find at that show.
And you know what else shows here in Vegas? Which one would that be, Rich? The one where you forgot to film Trick or Treat Studios?
Oh, the Halloween. I did. You just didn't see it.
Halloween retail shows here. There's a lot of shows here. So we want to thank you for tuning into this video, me and Mr. Rich here. And we have a whole bunch more videos coming. I might come back to Vegas because there's so many trade shows you can knock out. And I'm only making this video or these series of videos so that you didn't come to the show, but we did. And we want to show you what we saw. And hopefully, as our industry expands into other amusement venues and opportunities, you can learn more about our traveling to other trade shows.
Even if you go online to like the AMOA, I think they call it, and their site, get the list of vendors that they got.
Rich,
look through those.
This woman is very dirty. Yeah. She keeps dumping trash all over the floor. Look at that. Look at that. She's just flinging it everywhere.
I still want to get one of those. I'm tired of picking up trash in my own home.
I know, and that would have been worth it alone just to come to the show. And there she goes, all over again. Well, that's all we got for you here at the Amusement Expo. Make sure you like and subscribe. We hope you love the video. Leave all your comments below. Tell us another trade show that you think we ought to go to and see. Also leave a comment and tell us what you thought was the coolest thing you saw in this video. Until next time from Las Vegas, what is the famous Vegas line that Elvis would say?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. No, it's Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Viva Las Vegas. All right, folks. You want to learn more? Go to amusementexpo.org or look up the AMOA.